Director of Utility Relationships at Thermostat Recycling Corporation. Tom will speak about how Thermostat Recycling can help you reach your sustainability and social responsibility goals.
Thank you, Matt. I've got an ask of you, and it has to do with mercury, sustainability, and social responsibility or sensitive populations. You know, back in the day, we were really stupid when it came to the way that we dealt with mercury. We put it into our medicines. We put it into all the hospital gear that we were using. We really didn't understand the dangers of using mercury until the science caught up with us and explained to us, it's a neurotoxin, stupid. Mercury will affect you. It's a neurotoxin that affects the nervous system, and at the right exposure levels, it can affect sensitive populations. There are several ways of being exposed to mercury. There's the occupational pathway, like healthcare, and we've been able to deal with that effectively. Back in the day, hatters used to use mercury salts when they made hats. Okay, that didn't work out too well for the hatters because they ended up looking like this. Okay, the Mad Hatter, we all know the Mad Hatter. They were exposed to mercury salts every day of their occupational year, and they ended up with neurological issues. So that's not where we want to go. The exposure pathway I really want to talk to you about is this one, and that is when mercury-containing devices like a mercury-containing thermostat find their way into an incinerator. Now, TRC's done a great job. We've kept 2.5 million of these suckers out of that pathway. That's 12 tons of mercury, but we need your help to help us get to the finish line. Now, we can do this in a regulatory pathway. Some of you are probably bound by regulations on this. All states have something to say about this. But we'd rather do it through sort of a voluntary or sustainability pathway. If you have change-out programs right now for your thermostats, I hope that as part of that, you're also talking about what to do with the mercury-containing ones that you're taking off the wall. It's very important that those two things work together. It's important to these guys. These are the companies that are part of the board or are the board for TRC. They're the ones that finance TRC so that we can bring you our services free of charge. So it's very important. The social responsibility or sensitive populations, when you're dealing with these change-out programs with stats, dealing with some of these populations become a little bit tricky, and you have to ask yourself the question, how confident are you that mercury-containing stats are actually coming off the walls and being recycled? If you're dealing with, say, do-it-yourselfers and big box stores, your confidence level is probably pretty high that you're getting a lot of these mercury stats properly recycled. But when you're dealing with some of the rural areas or sensitive populations, the comfort level isn't there. It's a different area. They don't think so much in terms of economics and energy efficiency. A lot of them think about environmental considerations, and they talk through environmental justice types of lenses. So it's very important. In dealing with these, never leave a mercury thermostat behind. Never put one in the wastebasket. Use us. Use TRC. We've got bins all over the country that these mercury stats can be collected in and taken care of. Somewhere near you, someone has a bin like this. You have your contractors take these stats there. It's recycled. The mercury comes out, and you don't have to worry about the mercury at all. But you can benefit from all of the data that comes from that. So here's the ask. We want to work with the utilities in the room to help us get to the finish line. We need you. I think you need us in order for you to meet your sustainability goals and for us to meet our sustainability goals. If you are into sustainability, you're writing sustainability reports, I'm sure. In there, you're probably talking about the stat change-out programs you're doing, and that's a good message. But if you add into that the mercury issue I'm talking about, that message goes from good to great message. So we don't want mercury. We want to work through either regulations or sustainability to do whatever we can to mitigate risk. And it's our collective social responsibility to get the job done. Now, if you don't know where a bin is in your area, go to the website and you can find out. And if you need a bin, if you don't have one, let us know and we'll send you one all free of charge. It's free, it's simple, it's easy. Now, if you have marketing information that you're putting out, put this paragraph in there. It's a simple thing to the people you're working with in the field, reminding them that these thermostats need to be collected, and there's a simple, easy way to do that. So if I haven't convinced you in these 5 minutes to do this and work with us, remember when you talk about sustainability, it's people, profit, and planet, but it's also dealing with future generations and helping them meet their needs. So if you're not going to do this for me, do it for that young lady. Thank you so much.